Hi, I'm Leah Courtney. I'm a homeschooling mom and business owner at As We Walk Along the Road. And today I want to share with you all about one of my favorite ways of teaching kids, as well as an awesome resource for you to teach your preschoolers. So keep watching and let's talk about one of my favorite subjects, great literature-based curriculum resources. If you've been around As We Walk Along the Road for any length of time, I'm sure you'll know that I love great literature and I love teaching with great literature. So today I'm going to share with you 5 benefits of starting your preschoolers off by homeschooling with great literature. And then I'm going to share with you a resource from one of my favorite curriculum publishers that will help you get off to a great start with a literature-based preschool curriculum. So, why start with a literature-based preschool curriculum? What are the benefits to that? Here are 5 that I'm going to give you quickly. The first benefit is that you'll instill a lifelong love of reading in your kids. Now, I will be the first to admit that even though I passionately love reading, all of my kids were a little slower coming to that point of loving reading. But I am happy to say that as they all now are teens and older young adults, I can say that they all enjoy a good book. And I know that that started way back when I was reading to them from the very beginning. So when you start sharing great books with your kids from a young age, that's going to inspire a lifelong love of great books in your kids. The second reason is because listening to you read books aloud is going to build their reading comprehension and listening comprehension skills, as well as their vocabulary. Kids' comprehension develops before their actual ability to read develops. And if you can start building that even before they can read independently, then they're going to be so much better prepared to be able to understand what they're reading. The third great benefit to starting out your preschoolers with a literature-based homeschool curriculum is that it gives you the opportunity to spend that great time with your kids reading aloud. I have so many happy memories through our homeschooling years of sitting with my kids and spending time together reading books that we still look back on with great enjoyment, and we love those memories. So if you use a literature-based homeschool curriculum, you're going to have those memories too around your homeschooling. And it's going to be a great thing that you can look back on and remember from their very earliest homeschool years. The fourth benefit of teaching with great literature, even in the preschool years, is that you're going to begin to develop this idea that kids can learn and can learn great concepts from a good book. Now, I've always said that there's no way possible for you to teach your child every single fact in the topic of history, in the topic of science, in the topic of math concepts. There's no way for you to do that. But you can teach your child that all of the information they need comes from reading good books, because that's true. If they can read and comprehend, then they can go through and read anything and understand it, or listen to somebody through a video or audio reading to them the instructions, reading to them about how to develop these skills. They can read facts and information. If they know how to read and they have the idea that learning comes from a great book, then they can learn anything throughout their whole lifetime. And that's a way that you're going to build lifelong learners. And then the last benefit, although I could probably share lots more, is that when you share a good book with your child, there are all kinds of learning extensions that you can automatically pull from those good books that you're reading together. And the resource that I'm getting ready to share with you is a great way to start doing that. I've been taking a look at the preschool curriculum from SonLight. SonLight is one of my very favorite homeschool curriculum publishers. They publish literature-based resources from a Christian perspective. All of their curriculum is built off of real living books. And their preschool curriculum starts this for your very youngest kids. In their preschool curriculum, they use a variety of real books that are going to be appealing to you and to your kids, books that are beautiful picture books that are very relatable for little kids. And using these real living books, SonLight brings academic content to your very young kids. Kids are going to learn basic math concepts. They're going to learn letters and letter sounds, and they're going to learn so much more, all with the help of great living books. So I wanted to take some time to give you a chance to see this awesome curriculum for yourself. So come along and let's check out SonLight's preschool curriculum. SonLight's preschool curriculum package comes with over 20 awesome picture books, hands-on manipulatives, preschool activity books, and a teacher's guide to help you know exactly what to do with your kids each day. The curriculum is a 36-week program that's going to prepare your preschooler to begin learning phonics in kindergarten, give them a glimpse of things in God's world, help them to develop cognitive and developmental skills, and expose them to the Bible, history, and art. You'll explore letter sounds and first words in English and Spanish with charming picture books and hands-on tactile letter cards. Your kids will get to see works of art from times past, explore jobs people do, and compare historical times to our modern days. There are several charming storybooks included, and you'll love reading them to your kids as you make memories with them and inspire them to love books. There are Bible stories, as well as missionary stories included, that will give you a chance to begin teaching your children about God's Word and God's work in the world. Great living picture books will help you begin to explore science concepts with your kids and help them to develop a foundation that will prepare them for hands-on experiments. Math manipulatives included help kids begin to learn concepts with hands-on materials and tactile number cards. A teacher's guide will show you exactly what to do each day so that even brand new homeschool moms can get started with confidence. The teacher's guide will also include some printables that your kids will use as you present each day's material. Here's a look at a sample day and what you'll be exploring on this day with your kids. On this day, you'll talk about the sound of the letter B as kids hold the tactile letter card. Kids will also be able to trace the letter B on the B banana printable. In their math exploration, kids will count beads with the numbers 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hands-on materials help them begin to understand numbers. Using the first 1,000 words in Spanish and English, kids are introduced to words and vocabulary in both languages. The Berenstain Bears science book will let you take a look at the season of winter with your kids. You can talk about what happens in winter and what you can do outside during the season. Kids will get to work in their activity book, completing activities that will help them begin to understand different concepts and to develop fine motor skills. You'll read the Bible story of the Tower of Babel from the Bible Story picture book, and read a story from one of the beautifully illustrated storybooks. Kids will explore a fisherman in the Things People Do book. What does a fisherman do? What equipment does a fisherman need? You'll talk to the kids about birds and read a sweet poem about birds from the Eric Carle Animal book. Then kids will have some cutting practice with this activity page. This is another activity that will help develop their fine motor skills. As you can see, SonLight's Exploring God's World preschool package is an awesome way for you to begin using literature-based learning with even your youngest kids. Make sure you check out SonLight's Exploring God's World preschool curriculum package today. You can find the link in the description, and you can find the link to the blog post with even more information.